Welcome back into the Dynasty Nerds YouTube page. I am Garret Price, and we are once again going to be continuing on with our How They Win series, looking specifically at Kyren Williams, running back out of Notre Dame. Kyren Williams is one of the most interesting backs in this class, partly because I feel like every time I watch his tape, I want to move him up a little bit higher and a little bit higher on my overall running back rankings. Really, the only thing that this kid lacks is just weight. Outside of that, everything else in his game is either average, above average, or even great. And that's what's really exciting about Kyren Williams. He has 2 seasons in a row of over 1,000 yards rushing. But the biggest thing, the number one thing that I'm putting on here is his pass catching. That's the first way that he wins, is through his pass catching ability. You can line him up literally in the slot as a slot receiver, and he can win in the slot. You can run him out of the backfield. He can do screens, and he's got a plan for the second level. So once he catches a pass, he's a dynamic player in the open field. So being able to be a weapon as a pass catcher is huge. And when you look at real football terms, that's big for really any quarterback to have a good safety valve. But especially for fantasy football purposes, that's huge, because most leagues you're getting a full point for every single time that player catches a pass, and he's going to be great in that capacity at the next level. The second point on how Kyren Williams wins, man, this kid can pass protect. Like, this shouldn't work. Like, he is 5'11". That's probably being generous. He's probably more like 5'9", 5'10". And he'll be lucky to top in at 200, 205 pounds if everything goes well by the combine. I can't imagine he's going to be much more than 205 pounds. But yet you see him going up against linebackers, blitzing corners, defensive linemen, and it doesn't matter. Guys that are 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds heavier than them, and he can stonewall them. He has great punch at the point of attack. He's got a great low base, and you see him shoot his hands, and it's a thing of beauty. So when you combine that pass protection ability along with his ability to catch passes, that makes him an elite third down option for any football team. When you can do those types of things, teams are very, very interested in adding you, because you're not an issue on third down. You're not an issue in those passing situations when teams find themselves down in the game and they need to throw to try to catch back up. He's the perfect player to have in there. The last point here, point number 3 for how Kyren Williams can win in the NFL, is his elusiveness. Now, I wasn't just going to be talking about things outside of running the football, because at the end of the day, Kyren Williams is a running back. And in fact, he is one of the most elusive running backs in this class. You see it when guys can combine what they're seeing with their vision, the understanding of the deep defenses as far as who's blitzing, who's going where, what type of zone, man, different things like that. When all of that is being processed and they can communicate that to their feet, so you see the feet going at the same time as to what the eyes are seeing, that's how you know you have a really effective player. And he can stop and start on a dime. He can spin. He can make guys miss. Very quick, choppy feet, but he can even change his gait a little bit depending on what he needs to do to make a defender miss. So I'm starting to really, really like Kyren Williams. He's moving up my board. I'm excited to see where he goes in the draft. If you have any other thoughts on Kyren Williams, maybe something I missed that he is really, really good at, why don't you go ahead and put those in the comments below and tell me where you have him ranked in the 2022 running back class.